Good Thursday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this January 29th. I'm back today after one day absence. Just took a day off. Personal things going on. All is good. All is well. Back at it today with this milder weather regime that we are seeing and feeling right now, although the winds can make it feel rather chilly out there this morning once you get started. I mean, temperatures are well into the 40s, so we don't have to worry about any frozen precipitation, but Doppler Max HD radar is showing a band of showers, rain showers, pulling through the area this morning. So if you've not been up, you've not looked at a radar, you don't really know what's going on outside, there's rain pulling through the area this morning. Looks like it'll be mainly this morning we see the showers, but we could see a few this afternoon, and then they're gone. But with that, behind the front will come colder temperatures as we get into tonight and for Friday. But we see another warm-up coming Sunday just before the next bigger system pulls in here. By Sunday into Sunday night and Monday, that's when we could see maybe some snow back into the forecast. So looking at the numbers from yesterday, 46 was our official high temperature at the Bowling Green Airport. Sunshine was great to see. 46 is actually the average high temperature, so we were right on the money. Yesterday was as close to a typical or average January day for Southern Kentucky as it can get. 24 was our low, and 27 was our average. So that's just a 3-degree difference. Again, we were right on the money for the high and just a little bit off on the low. So yesterday as close as you can get to an average January day for Southern Kentucky. 1 year ago, we had a high of 18 and a low of 8. That's a year ago, back in 2014. Past 24 hours, nothing measurable at the Bowling Green Airport. Of course, the rain that we're getting this morning started just after midnight, so they'll be looking at some light rainfall totals here as we go through the morning. Some of the mesonet sites are reporting mainly less than 1/10 of an inch of rain. I don't think we're going to get a whole lot out of this. It's mostly scattered shower activity that we're seeing this morning. The forecast is calling for a 50-50 chance of showers for today. Breezy and mild, we'll say, with a high of 53. The winds, though, is what's going to be the uncomfortable part. Southwest winds 17 to 30 miles per hour. We've had some wind gusts already over 20 miles per hour just even this morning, very early. Showers ending this evening as that cold front makes its way through the area. Becoming partly cloudy overnight. We'll get down to 30 for an overnight low. Not really expecting any changeover of precipitation. The best moisture will be gone by the time the cold air arrives. For Friday, we're going to see a mostly sunny but colder day with a high of 38. Then as we get into Saturday, which is the last day of January, we're going to see a high warming to 45 thanks to southerly winds, but you will also notice an increase in cloud cover. And that's coming in ahead of our next storm system that is due in here on February 1st, Sunday, the first day of the new month. And it looks like a good 70% chance of mainly rain, a chilly rain at that, during the day on Super Bowl Sunday. You're going to be indoors watching football anyway, so who cares? Really? Okay. Who cares? 39 will be the high on Sunday with that chilly rain, and at some point we're going to see a transition over to snow. Now, when that happens, has a lot to do with the temperature, because the moisture will be here. I think the track of the system is going to be in place. I think we got a pretty good handle on this, that we could see maybe some measurable snow out of this for Sunday night into early Monday. In fact, we're going to carry over a 50% chance of snow for early Monday. And, of course, this could do a number on schools and roadways in the area. Too soon to say just how much, but again, we don't focus on that. We focus on preparedness. You may not like that because you may be among those who want to say, well, why can't you guys come up with a number? Well, as you saw with the blizzard in the New England states, they came up with numbers and it didn't turn out. I mean, yeah, there were some parts of the New England states that did get hammered pretty good with some very heavy snow, but that's why I just don't put a lot of faith in the numbers. Because when you're trying to predict snow, and especially where we live, where you see a transition from rain to snow, and there could be a mix in between, that really does a number on the numbers, so to speak. So putting out a list of numbers of how many inches of snow we're expecting, that's not going to do us any good. It will probably be wrong. Now, how many weather people are going to honestly admit to you that we could be wrong? Only me. And I get criticized for that. But, let's just be honest with everybody. It's very difficult because of where we live. We're due north of the Gulf of Mexico. We're usually on the borderline with the upper-level jet stream. And because of that, temperatures can fluctuate anywhere plus or minus 3 or 4 degrees and make all the difference in the world as to what kind of precipitation we end up with. Most times, 9 out of 10 times, we are not going to get measurable snow. Now, we did last week. We got a couple little clipper systems that came in, and that's because the cold air had already been established, and it kind of laid the foundation and the groundwork for, even then, a wet snow that went away quickly. So, you might see the snow come down Sunday night, early Monday, and you may think, wow, this is going to be the big one. And the weather guys are going to get it wrong. And the thing is, we could get it wrong. But the way it looks right now, it does not appear this is going to be significant. Now, that could change between now and Sunday night, Monday morning, depending on the track of the system, what we forecast. I don't know where somewhere along the way, people got the idea that we're perfect. And then if we don't get the forecast right, we're chumps, and we're idiots, and we're stupid. And we need to, you guys are the biggest liars in the world. Oh, yeah, if we've heard all the stupid, idiotic things people say. But the reality is, when it comes to predicting snow for southern Kentucky, 9 out of 10 times, it's not going to be exactly the way we say it's going to. Because this is nature we're talking about, and we're trying to predict what nature is going to do. So just keep that in mind, that little caveat there. We're not perfect. God knows I'm not. I'm not even close. How's that for an admission? Okay? All right, let's move on. 39 will be the high for Sunday. As mentioned, 23 Sunday night. Monday, a high of only 29. It is going to be cold on Monday, so whatever falls early Monday morning is sure to stick for a while on Groundhog Day, which is Monday. So we could have some issues there. Down to 18 for an overnight low Monday night. Ooh. But we do rebound. 39, mostly sunny Tuesday. 45 on Wednesday. Another system coming in with some light rain that could end as a winter mix Wednesday night. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the podcast. God bless you, and thank you so much for listening. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. Know the weather before it knows you. Have a great day. I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, streaming live to the WBKO app and wbko.com.